we know even with all of this success that Mike is telling us, Greg, we still have this shortage of funding from the NIH. We still are in desperate need for more government help as well as help from the private sector. We have a new president coming into office. What are you hearing from Donald Trump? What are you hearing in terms of the focus on allocating resources to this?
Well, I know from just what public statements have been that there's a lot of support in both parties for NIH funding and cancer funding. Haven't heard yet from the Trump transition team. There's a process for all of that. But the key thing here is it's not just the amount of money, it's what you do with it. And that's why we had a blue ribbon panel of scientists and experts to advise the National Cancer Institute on what to do with the new money we asked Congress to provide that can really move things faster. You know, we've made progress in cancer over the last 40 years, but we can make a lot more progress by sharing information and sharing data.
What do you want to see from the new administration on this, Mike?
I think increases in this partnership. This is not expenditure, these are investments. To the young mathematicians, physicists, chemists, biologists, computer science today, we want to send a message to them that we'll be funding bioscience. If they invest 15 to 20 years getting their PhDs, MDs, residencies, internships, fellowships, they want to know that there will be money available for these research. The countries that lead in bioscience will be the leaders in this century. And it's not just your health, it's the air, it's the water, it's your food.
Yeah. All
these elements, and this has been the exciting opportunity. When I think back to the march, Maria, that you were at, 19 efforts between 93 to 98, and 500,000 people around the country to try to end cancer. Those have benefits all forms of disease, and the American public and our leaders need to really focus on this is the #1 growth opportunity today.
Yeah, you make a really good point, because people need to understand it's not just necessarily what you eat and how you exercise and care for yourself, but also where you live, what you're exposed to. That's
exactly.
a big determinant. All right, real quick before I want to run this soundbite of Mayor Giuliani talking about you the other night on Fox News. I don't know if you heard about this, Mike, but when will cancer be a treatable disease and not a killer? When?
Well,
what's your timing? What do you think?
Many diseases.
I know this is a hard.
Many diseases already are treatable. We want to make them not chronic. Many diseases are terminal now. We need to make them chronic. The whole point of the moonshot is we can get a lot of cancers turned into chronic diseases in the next 5 years. I
know you know Rudy Giuliani for a long time, Mike Milken. Here's what he said on Fox News the other night when he was with Sean Hannity.
I believe Milken is an excellent candidate for a pardon.
Wow. All right. Mr. Mayor?
And that's based on the good works that he's done after his conviction. This is a case of a guy who learned his lesson and has really helped society.
Helped society in a huge way, Mike. Your reaction?
Well, I've got a full-time job as the head of the Milken Institute right now, and I haven't really been thinking about that. I think when you think about an individual like myself who 23 years ago was told he had 12 to 18 months to live with cancer, I am no different than Americans. You always think first you're going to see your kids grow up.
Oh.
Are you going to see them married? Are you going to see grandchildren, etc.? And I have been blessed with many pardons. Okay, a solution to my life-threatening cancer. Today, Lori and I have 9 grandchildren and 1 on the way. So there's a lot of joys in life, but the joy that I'm really going to enjoy is when we eliminate cancer as a cause of death and suffering. And I would say to you today, for many Americans, we have done that, getting you the right treatment.
What a true inspiration you both are. Thank you so much.
Thank
Mike
you,
Milken and Greg Simon. Good to see you both.